Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of Farm Simulator 2022. So, let's kick a tire, make sure it's aired up real good. Let's get started. So, last episode, over here, we got into the greenhouse, but as we do know, we need some water. So, let's go get some water. If we look on the map, the closest water to us is going to be that little creek, pretty close to us. Otherwise, there's a lake over there. Now, we could buy the water, and we haven't used Grinch for a while. Let's grab him. And we're going to have to grab our water tank. But anyway, we need to get the water, and we could buy it, but we could just get it free from a creek, and I think that's what we're gonna do. We're not rich and fancy, but otherwise in construction there is a tool. I believe it's right in here. Oh no, it isn't. It is in containers. Yes, right there. You can place a water tank, but it costs you money, and we're a little poor for that, so we're just gonna go drive down here. I do believe, I think it is pretty close. Oop, and I gotta quit hitting the wrong buttons here. And I'll just, won't take my own advice at all. Okay, there we go. And let's go down here and grab water. We gotta get the map up though. There we go. It should be right here on our right. Should pop in somewhere. But I think we're gonna wait. Here, let's see. We don't want it to be too steep. Yeah, that's real steep, and that's not thick enough to grab water. So let me go see if I can find some water somewhere. Just want to note that this thing feels like a rocket compared to that other guy. Oh, there we go. We got some water right here. This is the big lake. Well, I wouldn't say big, but it's decent sized here. But yeah, the Grinch is so much quicker than Krusty. We'll have to keep that in mind for transporting stuff. I've actually never used this tractor before, so I'm really pumped about it. So as you can see on the left, we can refill, so we're going to start refilling. But yeah, we are down at the very bottom of the map, and this is actually pretty easy, it looks like, to get in and out of. So this is not a problem for us at all. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Let's find out right now, and let's go ahead and take this back to the farm at more than 15 miles an hour. Alright, we are back at the farm, and we are going to go ahead and back this thing up. Oh, I think I might have went too far back, but we could probably make it work. There we go. Let's unfill the water. Oh, you can see the lettuce pop in. I haven't noticed that before. I haven't played Farming Simulator a while. I didn't know that them stayed dead or empty until then. So now that we have this guy empty, let's see how much that filled up the greenhouse. Oh, so we definitely got to do a couple runs. So this is as good a time as any to do a montagey bit of filling up the water taker in the greenhouse. Alright, we got her filled up, and I topped it off once more after it was full, just so we can leave this tanker here. And we can just hook up to it and fill it when we need to. So it will unload lettuce pallets over here in this kind of yellow area, and it'll store some inside, which is really good. And now that I'm thinking about it in pallets, we might not be able to do real animals, but we could go down to construction and we could get ourselves not cows, not horses, not pigs, not sheep, not chickens, but bees. Alright. I'm thinking this is actually going to be a pretty good thing to get into. So bees don't need anything, which is good because we don't have anything. And they also, if you put it near fields, some crops, I think if I remember right, like canola and some of them other ones, will really do a good job, or they get improved yield. Oh, I was really hoping we could put one right there. Huh. I wonder where we should put one now. We kind of want it. Let's see. Where would a good spot be for this bad boy? Because we kind of want it to be close enough to them fields to work. I was really hoping, what if we take, maybe take this fence out. Does it work then? Oop, wrong button. Alright, we're taking you with for the whole ride on this. Alright, oh yeah, over here. Alright, no, it doesn't. Ooh. Not at all, even. Oh, we could place it like that, so that sprayer really must be overlapping. Let's turn it this way, though. We'll do it like... Actually, that's pretty straight, too. I feel like this is a good thing. Right here. And why don't we do one up by the other fields? And we can put that right by the shed, actually. It's a pretty good fit. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, look at this. We're going to do the getting line dance thing again. Oh, that's perfect. We're not even going to touch it again. We'll put it right up here. Be next to our shed. Perfect spot. Now, these do produce pallets. So we needed to get the pallet area right here. As you can see. I want this to make sure we can get into a good spot with it. I'm thinking, let's do it right here. I'm thinking, oh, right here maybe. Let's see from above. Let's get them lined up. And I think that's going to work in the perfect spot there. So we're going to have a lot of pallets come here. That's actually a good thing. We want to not be making it go crazy far. Let's unhook that. And let's put the tractor back. Alright, so if we're looking at animals, obviously bees don't take anything. But chickens, we can look at all these. So let's look at chickens. They take wheat and sorghum and barley, which we have planted. So we may get into chickens pretty early. Some of these other ones we're not going to be able to get into right away. But we could check them out and just kind of see. This is a sheep, and the pen is kind of like, that's a starter pen. That's pretty big. And then this is the big pen. Oh, wow. That is pretty big, ain't it? That's why I think when we start getting into more animals, I think we're going to have to look at buying on the map as you can see, oh, we'll just go to this map. So we're down here, but that original farm has some good area around it for some animal barns, and it has that red building that you can store stuff in right there. So that might be a good location when we get really into animals. Not right away, but definitely down the road. That's something that we're going to get into. So let's go back into the animals. I was going to show you something that kind of reoccurs through them all. But you see that? There's that green icon. That's grass and hay. Pigs is over here is basically about anything. Horses is hay, and other items are in sorghum and oats. And this one here is hay and grass and silage. So if you notice a common theme, there's a lot of grass and hay involved. So I think what we're gonna do, just to try it out and have some fun, you know what? Let's take Krusty. Come on, Krusty. We're gonna hook this guy up. I'll take this guy out to the mower real quick. So this little piece is a mower, and we're just gonna try to get ourselves kind of started in hay bales. Or not hay bales, grass bales. We'll start with the basics, since we have a little bit of time before harvest. And we have a good chunk down here we could actually mow. Not a huge chunk, and I think there's a chunk on the other side of the house. And this actually can go on in the front of some tractors, but this guy does not have, he doesn't have a good, or he doesn't have a front PTO, and we can't run it. He's too little to put it on the front. So let's lower it. Let's turn it on. Oh, you can see he actually does a pretty good job on this. And this is gonna mow down some grass here. That sign seems to be in my way. Not the end of the world. We can, yeah, perfect. Now it's definitely not in the way. There we go. And let's go ahead and mow this. Now, there is a lot bigger mowers in the game. This is just a little starter mower, the first one they give you. And what we could, and eventually we'll get into some of the better ones. There's actually one eventually we'll upgrade to that has 3 mowers on each side of the tractor. And that guy is pretty quick. And then there's also a really big harvester looking guy that actually can go like really fast and mow them too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mow this part and that other part up there, and then bring you guys back when I'm done. Come on, Krusty, let's do this. Alright, so I mowed a little section up here too by the house. Now when we get into a lot of baling and grass and hay and silage and all that, eventually we can turn, like for example, one of them fields into a grass field, but we don't want to do that yet. We need our fields for crops, and we don't need that many bales. We are going to need more than what we're going to be able to do today. Now we're just going to do grass, so we don't need to do anything else other than put it in rows. And in order to do that, we're going to grab this guy here. And this is going to help us put it into rows. So let's go ahead and lower it and turn it on. Let's go over here to start. And we're going to put this in nice, try to put it in nice neat rows, because it'll help when we go to bale it. Just like that. Yeah, let's see here. As you can see, we're getting in a pretty decent pile. Now we got to be really careful we don't run over that crop right there. How are they doing there? They doing pretty good here. Let's take a gander on that. Oh yeah, they're doing pretty good. So let's go ahead and let's do this row. So if you do this right, you can actually kind of get 2 rows in one pile, and that's what we're going to be doing. So alright, let's get this all like that. Now I think what we're gonna do, you kind of get the gist of this part. In real life, I just call this raking, as I did grow up on and around a farm. Doesn't make me a pro farmer. I'm just saying, I've been around it. But this part is gonna actually go pretty quick. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this all raked up, or windrowed, as some people call it, and bring you back here. We'll make some bales. Alright, now that we got the raking done, we can use our little baler. Alright, so we're gonna unfold it. That was all it needed, I guess. Lower pickup. And let's start baling. Now, these are gonna be little bales. This is the littlest baler out there. You can make some pretty good sized bales though. We gotta be real careful. Let's do every 2 rows. I will say this tractor is very good at turning. It seems like every tractor has its own kind of personality. This guy is slow, but if you are close to the work you want to do and you don't have to go far, this guy is the guy for you, because it turns pretty good. Now, he does not have a lot of power. That is the one downside to him. So, I mean that's kind of, you pick your poison, I guess. Alright, as you can see, they're automatically coming out, which I really do like about this little baler. Some of the balers you actually have to stop for. This one you don't need to. So let's go ahead and bale these all up. Looks like we're going to get 2 more out of the front. This little baler is doing pretty good though. I like it. I like these little square bales. Alright, now we can turn her off. Let's drag her to the other side real quick. But anyway, these grass bales, they're not perfect, but they're gonna get us something built up here. And we don't have a lot of land, so we want to be doing bales when we can, just to get going. So we have something if we do want to start animals. And grass is the easiest to do, grass bales, so we're gonna do that. I think we actually may try to get some more grass yet this summer, so you can actually harvest this multiple times a year. Oh, look at this, 2 rows over here. So that rake actually isn't terrible for what it is. See, we're putting out, you know what, we're gonna have a few bales actually here. How big are the bales? Looks like 500 liters. Alright, let's make this turn. Can you make this crusty like a pro? Alright, so we gotta pick up some bales here too. And we're gonna have to put this guy away. But you can see baling doesn't take too long. For me, it's a lot of fun. I actually normally just pick it up with a forager wagon, but I want to do something different this time. I don't ever bale. Really? You're just gonna drive right in front of me like that, car? Come on now. Now, I think we can turn it off. And yeah, we'll unload it. There we go. So we get to what's left there out, and then the part that is left in the baler, we can use that to start our bale for the next time we go out. Alright, well, it's time to get these bales in. Actually, these we could have gotten in the truck. Now, because this is the small baler and these bales are tiny, we can actually pick these up. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try to stack them neatly on the trailer, not have a total mess. But that might be easier said than done. Alright, and let's try to do this. Actually, I know this sounds dumb, but doing these little square bales like this is actually a lot of fun. Let's go ahead. Put a couple, oh shoot, remember when I said we're going to try to make them nice? We're going to put a couple up there first. It actually helps, so we have straps that we can strap these down with, That's what that green highlight is. So let's go up here and let's move this guy out of the way. Let's do this because this is going to help us the most. Oh, like so. Let's strap him down. There we go. Now we can make this easy because we can basically just slam it in. As you can see there, we'll just slam it in. It fits nicely. We'll come back over here and slam just like that. Perfect. I love doing these bales. To be honest, I haven't done much bales on 22, Farming Simulator 22. I played a lot of the farming sims, obviously, but I think all of them since 13, something like that. It's been a while. All right, so let's go ahead and let's load up all these bales from this side and the other side. Actually, you can throw these bales too. It helps them get them a little closer. We're just taking these ones down here and throwing them. Oop, oop, wrong button. There we go. Let's throw it. There we go. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, as you can see, we got them kind of neatly stacked anyway. We're going to go take the truck over probably to that old barn. I think it's probably going to be the best place to stack them. And we are going to actually go ahead and unload them here. We don't have a whole lot of uses for this barn, but especially on the sides, I think bales are really going to be the best way about doing it. Actually, I thought about putting seeds in here too. We may do that down the road. Might be a good spot for seeds. But I am going to get this unloaded into the corner right over here, and I will talk to you guys here in a second when I'm done. Alright, you can see I got them stacked better than Dolly Parton or even Pamela Anderson. Well, I don't know. Anyway, guys, next episode we got some harvesting to do, so I will see you then. Have a good one, folks.